want you to win. I want you to achieve. I want you to become great. I want you to make your dream reality. But I can't just want it for you. You're competing against millions. You must do what they won't. See the vision they don't yet see. Dream bigger than they ever have. You must chip away at your dream. I want you to win. I want you to achieve. I want you to become great. I want you to make your dream reality. But I can't just want it for you. You're competing against millions. You must do what they won't. See the vision they don't yet see. Dream bigger than they ever have. You must chip away at your dream. I want you to win. I want you to achieve. I want you to become great. I want you to make your dream reality. But I can't just want it for you. You're competing against millions. You must do what they won't. See the vision they don't yet see. Dream bigger than they ever have. You must chip away at your dream.
Every single person out here has a dream, but the reality is that they lose sight of it. We get busy, we get caught up in work, and our dream passes us by. I'm here to make sure that doesn't happen, inspiring people to take the small steps and realize that dream that's way up here is actually possible when you chunk it down and you move closer to it. So I come out here and I hold up my sign every day. Hey guys, my name is Zach. I'm out here talking about dreams. I started doing signs that were motivational and inspirational. And then after weeks of doing that and 40, 50 signs, my friends online said, dude, I know you're missing these great conversations. We need to see what you're talking about with the people, not just a picture of your sign. So I got this GoPro right here. And now it's evolved to where I've become more clear about my life's mission, which is everything about dreams. The very first day I come out here, I'll be so honest with you, I was terrified. I was scared of what people think. I'd already spoken on stage. I was scared. I was like, what if people shut me down? What if people, hate on me? What if people cuss me out? The what if is what holds everybody back. What if they don't?
Let's get ready to rumble. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Nice little voice crack going there. Welcome in to another Dream Talk. I'm excited to be with you. I'm excited to be with you. If you're excited to be here, let me know in the chat. I see the chat going off already. What are we going to talk about today? Normalizing riches. Why? Because if you're going to be rich, if you're planning to make your dream come true, and we don't just want to be superficial, right? About just money, money, money and everything, but the dream means many things. Freedom, quitting the job, starting the business you want, getting in a better position, retiring your wife, doing that seminar, whatever it is for you, your thing, that's what we're going to get in the state of, because I need to tell you something. Riches isn't just on paper. A lot of it is in here. And in here, even to be a little corny with you, that's where it begins. And if you have the wrong mindset, you can obtain money and watch it drift away. So if you're in the dreamer community, especially now, gosh, I feel like you're in a pretty good spot and you should know these things. So today we are preparing you, and not just you. If you're in another meme community, if you're a dev somewhere else, if you're just a stray dreamer floating around out there, this is for you. So welcome to Dream Talk. Here we talk about dreams and making them come true, using personal development, self-help, and the universal laws of success. And we apply them to crypto. We apply them to Dream Cat, the most successful cat in the world, right? If you've never seen him, boom, bam, bing, there he is. That's Dream. He wears the blue suit, red tie. And in this community on Solana, we're building the largest community of dreamers in the world. And some people are excited about it. And I'm excited to share it with you. Today, we're going to talk about a lesson which is normalizing the riches. We're going to give you the alpha right off the jump. We're going to have a $25 giveaway. If you want to win the $25 giveaway, you can't, we're not going to roll a dice and pick out a 6. You must be the MVP of the stream. Find a way to be an MVP. You don't have to overdo it, but who's in the comments? Have you retweeted this? Have you quote tweeted this? Have you tagged anyone? I won't be able to see anything in Telegram, so don't worry about that. But if you're on X, here in the live chat or the main post, share it out. Whoever is the clear-cut MVP will win. If you're on YouTube, that's fine too. You can still win on YouTube. Just bring the energy, participate in the stream. We're going to do a quote of the day, and we're going to show you some cool stuff. Okay? Let's talk about the people who are in here. We got J-Dog in the building. Let's get it. Let's get it. J-Dog, maximum energy. Big fan. Welcome. Good to see you back, brother. We got Prince Ali. Obviously, he's running for MVP. He already made his own edit, and I retweeted it. He's gunning for it. Watch out for him. He knew there was going to be an MVP stream. He saw the comment. Welcome in, Dreamers. We got Shifu in the building. You're going to like one of my edits today. It has Master Oogway in it. You'll want to check that out. Welcome in, my man. We got Mr. Scene. He's got the energy. We're the best. DJ Cali. I love it. We got Satoshi. Good evening, Dreamers, coming from YouTube. Satoshi locking in all the best knowledge. She's garnering it. She's absorbing it. We got Raylan. Don't tell his boss, but he's at work sneaking in. Alarms going off. Awesome to have you, dude. Appreciate your presence. Okay. Retweets. Love. Let's begin. Normalizing riches. Let me pull up my little notes here. Look, it's simple. It's generally simple. Okay, Shifu, I see you. Shifu just quote tweeted, tagged a bunch of friends. I see you working. Okay, so it's a very simple concept. And I even have some fancy schnazzy graphics for you. But now on this idea of normalizing riches, okay? If you do not prepare for riches, you are going to eventually self-destruct. Why you get to self-destruct? Because riches is not just finances. Coming into a lot of money is not just about the money. The reason a lot of people do it, the reason a lot of people win the lottery, right? And they get millions and millions of dollars and they lose it all is because they never felt it. The feeling didn't match inside. They didn't feel they deserved it. They didn't feel they were worthy. They said, man, I got this money and all is well, but they had no financial education. Maybe they didn't understand. If only they knew, hey, money compounds. It would be smarter to invest some. Maybe I want to buy 5 houses, but I could make my money create money if I get a lot of money, right? There's things to think about. And so they lose it because they don't have the character, the mentality, the makeup, the mindset. They think 200K would be a lot. And if they have 2 million, they might get scared. They might start giving it all away. It's not a bad thing to give, but they're not prepared for it. And so we're going to challenge where you are today. This is an interactive stream, and we're going to challenge you to raise your own bar of not just what's possible for you in your life in crypto and Web3 as a holder in Dreamcat. But we want to challenge you to what is big and what's possible for your life. And I see this come up in many places too. And you let me know what you could, maybe it's private. Maybe you want to share it. I'll hold off on that. I'll hold off on that question. But I'm listening. Another example for you, okay? I just want you to think about this concept. It won't be crazy long. I listened to a guy on a podcast recently. And he was actually, no, it was on an X Space. I was listening to a guy in X Space talking about getting rich. And this is actually a good friend. But I heard him say, man, I'm not all about money and things like that. I'm good and I'm taken care of. And again, there's levels to the game of where you want to be, where you are in life, good and well. But he said, man, if I had $1 million, I wouldn't even know what to do with it. If I had $1 million, I wouldn't even know what to do with it. I'd probably be scared of it. And I'd probably just leave it in my wallet because I don't want to get hacked or I don't want it to get stolen. Okay, now that's all associations. That, first of all, that's a sort of negative connotation to the money, right? Oh, I'm scared of it. I'm scared to have too much. My poor dear mother is the same way. We're trying to get her from that lack mentality to abundance mentality. And I'm here to share the same thing with you, the dreamers. And this is something I've worked on in myself over time, over the years. And when I heard that comment, and he said, man, if I had $1 million, I don't even know what to do with it. I think to myself, man, if I had $100 million or $3 million, I know exactly where it's going. I have a dream. I have a purpose. I have a why. You don't need to know where $100 million is going to go. You don't. But if you just say, I want to make a lot of money. I want to be financially free. I want to be wealthy. I want to go to the moon. I want my bags to pump like crazy. I want to be able to retire my family. How is that quantified? What does that look like? How much financial freedom? How much do you need per month? How much per year? And what would it feel like? It's all an emotional game. What would it feel like to have that? I saw some dreamers in the chat today listening to the VC, and they were throwing in all these good phrases that they were hearing, right? And I know I owe you guys some dice. We'll do it. Don't worry. And they're throwing out these different things that they're hearing, and it's like, imagine how you would feel if your dream was a reality today. How would you feel? It's all about the feeling, right? So if riches is something that you want to prepare for, have you prepared mentally, or have you approached the dream with a wishful thinking sort of mentality, right? Damn, Genie does talk about this dream, and I don't know, maybe he's right. Maybe it will go big. I hope so. Or I don't know. Maybe, who knows? Maybe I could get $10,000 someday. Maybe I really could get $3,000 someday. Maybe my small bag and those $30,000 dream giveaways he does could add up to be $5,000. Maybe my million dream will be $1 million when we become a billion. You've thought about these things maybe. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. But is it just here today, gone tomorrow? Is it just casually thought out? Is it just maybe, maybe not? Is it just, I don't know, yeah, maybe I'd get a car? Do you have any sort of idea? Are you prepared? I think that's the big thing. I'm not telling you we're going to the moon overnight, but I'm telling you that a big part of this dream, okay, that we're doing, we have Dreamcat here. I don't want to get too boring. Let me just flash you something really cool so you can get excited real quick. All right, I'm just going to flash you something cool. All right, quick mini break. Let's keep things interesting. Look at this real quick. Get ready. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Woo! All right, we got 10 more of those lined up. I'm excited to show you guys those. But I just want to keep things loose. I don't want to, scream your ear off here. Sometimes it flows, and I want to keep you on your toes. So I still see Prince blowing up the comments. Fine citizens in the building. I think I know who's behind this account. Aki Churro in the building. If riches is what you want, you have to be prepared mentally. Prince is going at it for the MVP, man. I love to see it. Okay. So yeah, this is what I'm getting at, right? Is, if you had the money, what would you do with it? I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow, but I'm saying, can we make this an expectation? Canwer's got it down. He says, man, I have a mentality of, I don't always see the how. Maybe it's dream. Maybe it's something else. I think it could be this, but I know that I'm meant for millions. Canwer, without being cheesy here, without the risk of being judged by other people who say, yeah, who does this guy think he is? Because that's how the world works. It doesn't matter what they think about me. And it doesn't matter what they think about you, because they're not helping us with our dreams. Their judgment of what people say about you will not make your dream come true. So you might as well dream big. And if the people around you can't support you, then maybe you keep it to the vest. Maybe you keep it to yourself a little bit. Okay. But prepare, normalize. For me, Andrew Tate, another example. Everyone knows Andrew Tate, right? He's gone out and said, once you get past 40 million, I mean, that's not how he talks. All a terrible impression. Maybe you guys can do a better Andrew Tate. I'm not too good at that. But I can just think of him. He has the arrogance, like smoking a cigar or whatever. Once you get past 40 million, there's no point in money. It can buy everything. See, he wanted to get ultra rich, and he did, but he never had a bigger why beyond freedom and fun. And so he's right. Once you have $40 million, each new car you buy won't bring you a euphoria of joy. And you're like, yeah, sign me up. I'll figure this out for myself. I get it. Sure, I'll take 40 million too. Sign me up. But what he's saying is not necessarily true. It doesn't mean you need 40 million, but it just means if you have a purpose or a why, like it's not just about money and riches in this life. Everyone thinks in my opinion, at least what's right for me, what I'm about to say is not universal, but the whole world really puts money on the pedestal. Yes, we all need it. We all want it. I'm all for the riches. But at the same time, okay, you trade your entire life for money, you get rich, you have everything, but like you're working your entire life. Is that riches? Or like you're super, super rich, but your health is shit and you have 3 heart attacks. Is that riches? You're super, super rich, but your kids have a better relationship with their basketball coach and your nanny because you were never there as a father. Is that really riches? You never saw a game? Your kids hate you? I'm not trying to paint the workaholic negative dream, and what I'm saying isn't for everyone. I'm just saying like the whole world just puts money making on the pedestal. If I make $1 million and you don't, you suck. I'm the king. Money does talk, but money is not everything. And so when we're making our vision, it's not just Andrew Tate riches. It's not just financial freedom. Conceptualize what you want money, how much, what for, how are you going to use it? This is getting your mind prepared. If I get the money, am I going to be shocked? Oh my gosh, I've never even touched 10K. What the hell am I going to do with 20? You need to prepare yourself for this. You need to dream. You need to dream and think, man, how can all right, I don't want to lose this. I've never had this much. How can I grow this? Where should I put this? What can I spend it on? What's the best ROI? Maybe I should, even before the money arrives, I should start preparing for the riches, not just normalizing the idea of getting rich, but have you prepared? Have you prepared to transform your life? Let me give you more examples. Have you prepared? Have you prepared meaning if you're going to be rich, okay, and rich sounds kind of cliche. I know it's freedom, it's different things. If you're going to have new money, and people around you don't have money, what do you think would happen after the fact? For example, for me, how have I prepared for riches? I've gone through my social media and I've deleted anyone who's sketchy. Yeah, I literally judge people. I said, oh, that person, was robbing people in high school. That person is a negative person. That person is always doing a scheme or a scam. And I flushed out all these people. I deleted them. My own social media, my OG social media that watched me chase the dream for 7 or 8 years, they may never even see it. I might just put it all to the strangers of the world, whatever I'm doing and building, and do it that way. Do you need to prepare for your new life by cleaning up shop, starting a new account? Does everyone know you as, oh, you are... I don't want to pick on anyone. Let's make someone up. You are Jimmy, and Jimmy, dude, riches, dude, Jimmy. You used to say you're never going to make it. You used to think you were going to be homeless on the street. You never talked about success. You were the class clown, Jimmy. Like now you're talking about success and chasing your dream. Who do you think you are? Maybe it's good if you're making a new identity, if you're embarking on this dream journey with us. This journey we're on, by the way, is a journey of becoming. It's a journey of transformation. Yes, we're in the meme coin arena. Yes, we need to raid and make content and shill and onboard people and gift people and do giveaways. Yes, yes, yes. But this is more. We're in a process of becoming. We're in a process of transformation, becoming the greatest version of you, becoming what it means to you to be a dreamer in your life, becoming the one in your community, in your family, in your ecosystem, in your school, in your country. And I know you can do it because how do I know? Because I am on that journey and I am doing much of your homework for you. And not just about like putting dream on the map, but I've hit the books. I've extracted the information. I'm extracting the highest levels of information. I might even reference a tweet for you. So just know When I'm teaching you here in a Dream Talk, may not be quantum physics, but I'm telling you the real game. And it'll only be believed once we're in the champions arena. Then everyone will look back on it. And so if you choose to take this journey now, you have a little bit of a leap of faith. But if you don't want to take it from me, just listen to the VC that's filled with audios from Tony Robbins or Eric Thomas or Jim Rohn, the people who have made their dreams come true. They're the testimony. The books don't lie, right? Best-selling book. Many people have used it to make their dreams come true. Our next book starting this Saturday. Quick promo, get yourself a copy, The Magic of Thinking Big. If you want to follow along and say, man, I've always listened to the books, but maybe I can really change something for myself. Maybe I should really consider being a student of the game. Available for free on PDF if you don't have the funds. I want to shout out to Satoshi, who bought her book in Spanish. She's ready to go. I've already read chapter 1. Very, very profound this Saturday, 9 p.m. The Magic of Thinking Big. Okay, so that's the little front piece, right? Little front piece for you. Just a little bit for you. Let's check over X real quick. I want to shout out anyone who's been sharing it out, working for their MVP bags. All right, we got Prince with a reshare, and I see Shifu with a reshare as well. So, and we got Prince with two tags. I want to tell you right now, if we're talking about MVP, I'd say Shifu and Prince are in the lead, but Shifu, if I'm being honest, I would say Prince is in the lead right now, but you guys are right there. So let's read these few comments, and then let me show you the graphic I got for you guys. Shifu says, prepare how you will feel when your dream come through, right? Absolutely. So that is one layer, right? So because the thing is, if it's unexpected, Shifu, right? If you'd be content to have, let's say, $2,000 would be great. What do you think would happen to you if you got 20? This happens with a lot of people. Tax refund checks in America. People do the credit cards, they go, paycheck to paycheck. And at the end of taxes, they get this big lump sum back. And it's like $8K, $12K, $15K, $5K. And that is the seed to change everything. They can invest it, they blow it every time. 90% of Americans blow that because they can't even handle it. Oh my gosh, yeah, I've got this. Let's buy a new flat screen TV. So prepare in feeling. How would it feel to have everything? How would it feel to walk through the front door of my new home? How would it feel to be driving my nice car? How would it feel to go to the restaurant and not just pick based on what's the best deal of the day, but based on exactly what I want? And that's like the true dream living, right? And not just how you feel, but also pretending it's normal. So like if you live in an apartment right now, we don't want a culture shock for you, right? You're preparing your mind delusionally through imagination and visualization of, okay, I'm a dreamer in the dream community. You should prepare because you need to see what it would be like if you were living in this house. And another reason why is, if you guys didn't know, if you're here as dreamers, you're doing dream training, right? How are we going to get to billions? There's many holes in the game of meme coins. And this is another element that I'd add to this normalizing of riches, why we're doing this. If one of you guys has spent $100 to buy Dream, and this does 100x that you haven't foreseen, and now you have $12,000 when we're only at 20 million market cap. We need you to be good here, because what's going to make Dream great is casting the big vision. You need to understand where we're going. The thing that makes meme coins go to Valhalla is the believers who can have more money than they've ever had in their entire life. You can take profit if you want to take profit, but they have more money than they've ever had in their entire life, which makes the game continue. Oh my gosh, this chart holds. Nobody holds here. Nothing lasts more than a month. So a sustainable growing chart based on people who believe and say, I'm in it for the long game. This is my investment. Some places I trade, some places I filter out, but this is my investment because it's the dream and it's huge and it's never been done before. I believe in that. That is what's going to make the dream come true. It's the believers that will make us be the opposite of everyone else. And that is something that can allow us to do what we don't normally see here. The reason most projects go to billions is because of speed. Speed can happen for us. It absolutely can. It probably will. But it's not too hard to hold a big bag when all the movement is in a 40-day stretch, right? When your bags are going up and it goes red for 2 days and back green, that's not that hard. Seeing your bag, your $100 investment, go to $20,000 and then watching it go to $4,000 is ball breaking, ball busting. Shout out to the ladies. That one was for the fellas, but that's like a ball. I had 20 grand. I started with 100 and now I'm at 4,000. I'm an idiot. I fumbled generational wealth. Dream is not the same. Dream is something different. Dream is not a regular meme coin. Dream is bigger. It's a bigger vision. It's a real thing, not financial advice, right? It is just a silly little meme coin, but we're doing more here. We're building things that you can a little bit more tangible things with knowledge and community and vision and what we're really doing. And just know when I discuss all this has been done with anyone who got rich. The Bitcoin people, if you wanted to get to 120K Bitcoin, which happened last year, you could have bought it 10 years prior for $100, $200. But note, you would have had to go to 10,000 down to 1,000, then up to 50 grand down to 8K, up to 400,000 down to 40,000, all the way until you get to millions and millions of dollars. Can you do that? Shout out to a few OGs who have done it. Libre told me, he said, man, at peak of Dream, I had $50,000 in Dream. He didn't sell it. It's down 75%. He chose not to because he believes. Will we make him a happy guy? Will we prove him right? I think absolutely yes. Not financial advice, no promises. Right? Because the dream's inevitable. It's a must. So that's what you need to be prepared for. You need to think about that. If you ever want to make it, you got to go through that up, down, up, down, up, down, and you got to be able to believe in something bigger. And then when you are huge and you have life-changing money, what's going to stop you from selling that? You are allowed to do whatever you like. We will brainwash you to believe and you will have FOMO, but we're not going to cult you to death and say never sell anything. You have to do whatever you believe in. Belief is the core. Belief is the ticket. So yeah, you should know that. You should know that. Okay, we'll hit a few more questions. And then I got a question. Actually, I'm going to go to this first. I want to keep the stream flowing. Okay, here's my big question for the dreamers. The big question of the day. Okay, here it is. Here is our activity. Right here. I need everyone's attention. If you're working, I respect that. Keep working. But pay attention to this right here. And I want you to answer this question. Think about this question. This is the homework. This is the assignment. And you can do it right now in real time. Interactive listening. And you don't even need to share this if you don't want to. I actually think, honestly, this is probably better to keep it to yourself. But feel free to share out the stream. If you're just popping through, please do. If you're not willing to retweet it, please drop a comment on X. Let's get some more people in here. 39 views. We've been at 200 views before. We need to get this way up. Can we get some more shares? Can we get some retweets? Can we get a comment? Let's get some more dreamers in here, especially because we have some profound things that people want to know. We may be teasing even bigger giveaways next week. You won't want to miss it. Here's the question. How much money can you conceptualize or realistically imagine having today? You don't need to share this number in the chat, but I want you to really think how much, and basically if this is like, in short, how much money do you believe is possible for you? That's the question. What's a realistic number? If dream goes for the moon, what can you imagine? Can you say, man, if I get lucky, I mean, yeah, I could realistically see there being $5,000 in there. And let me be clear. This is not, don't make it your goal. For this number, don't pick your goal. Don't pick your wish. Pick what you can realistically believe in today. Realistically. Yes, I know that's a crazy word for us to say. Realistically. And this doesn't just need to mean your dream cat bag. How much money can you imagine yourself having in your life in the coming future? Like, oh, I'm going to be a millionaire someday. Oh, maybe in the next 3 years with all my crypto or just my dream bag, however you want to see it, I can imagine having $30,000 or 80 or 400K. Think about that. What is it for you? While you're thinking about that number, I'll tell you a few more things. There are realistic paths. We're being realistic for a second. There are realistic paths. You have dream, and that's one path. That's one ticket. That's one wild card. Every person has these paths. I made a list yesterday. I have about 7 different money paths that I have. Not the generic, 7 income streams, but there's 7 paths that I have to make it. And it's not just different tickers. Only one of those is crypto. So that's all you can see. But also know that when you live the dream first, when you build the dream, just like Satoshi's talking about, Canwar's talking about, when you can believe it first, when you live in the dream first, when you dream up your dream reality first, when you can conceive it, when you can believe it, when you imagine it is true, when you vibration max and you are living in abundance, sometimes the how it's going to happen isn't even revealed yet. And if you listen to the VC, oftentimes it comes from a place that wasn't even on the map. It wasn't even visible. It wasn't even like, oh, I didn't even see this coming. I never thought it would unfold that way. An example here is I knew I needed to build a brand for dreamers. I never in a million years guessed I'd start a meme coin. That was out of my perception, but that was the how, and the how appeared unexpectedly I had no clue it was coming. I knew what I needed to do. I was like, oh, a meme coin? I'm a meme coin dev. Never would have guessed. I didn't come here to be, meme. It's the perfect vehicle. That's why I'm here. Opportunity. So just know that even if you have a realistic path with whatever your money dollar number is, sometimes you can't even see the how. Maybe you win 10K randomly. Maybe Mr. Beast shows up to your door. Maybe you dream goes to the moon bigger than you ever expected. Maybe someone airdrops you something. Maybe, I don't know. That's just like, I can't think it up for you. It's your own imagination, your own life. I have my own. So that's a nugget I wanted to give you. Okay. We got Amos in the building. Welcome, Amos. Welcome in. Okay, I appreciate the people who are willing to share. You don't have to, though. Okay, Shifu says, realistically, 5 to 10K. Love it, brother. Love it. Thank you for sharing. Good to know. Let's read a few questions, and I want to let you guys think about this. We got Prince Heavy in the chat. Good point. Vet the people who keep around you. Absolutely. It's important. Negative Nancy's will poison you. If there's 2 bananas next to each other, like a really brown rotting one with mold on it and like a fresh one, the other one is going to bring the other one down every time. Most people think riches is about a bank account. It's not. It's about having 100% command over your feelings, your time, your choices. If you aren't actively building a life where you make the rules, you're letting someone else write them for you. I like that. Here is the link. Oh, for the TG. Thanks, Prince. What's going to make the dream great is casting the vision. Speed. Dream is bigger. Question. All right, let's hit this question. Question. Why is it easier for people to normalize struggle than it is to normalize success? I freaking love this. What a great question. Why is it easier for people to normalize the struggle than it is to normalize success? I'll tell you why, Prince. Because struggle is an experience and a memory, when success, in most cases, has never before been materialized. So everything that we're doing is based on our past. What we're predicating and predicting our future to be is based on what we've seen, witnessed, and known so far. So if all you known is all you've known, a new reality that's something you've never seen is almost unfathomable, unbelievable, which is why we do this inner work that we're doing right here. So that's the main reason why, and that's the hang up for most people. And I want to say something else profound for all dreamers. I used to believe, this is a belief that I fixed. I used to believe that progress had to be sequential. Progress had to be sequential, meaning, okay, I start in this shitty apartment, I go to a nicer apartment, I get a townhome, I get a 2-bedroom house, I get, a $1 million house, I get my dream house. Same for cars, right? Boom, 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 boom. You go from 100K to $1 million. Not true. The world does not have to be sequential. Quantum leaps are moments where you go from one reality and you completely just transform and shake the whole thing. It could be from broke to millions in a year. And this is usually where most of the shifts happen. Well, here's the kicker. Here's the kicker, guys. These shifts are not purely from good luck and fortune. These shifts are not predominantly from the magic money machine arriving. These shifts happen from the free intangibles that you can all build right now inside, aligned with what others see as a lucky break. So if you have a negative attitude, if you have a pessimistic attitude, if you're a dreamer here watching on the sidelines, not involved, the level of your involvement is going to be how easy you sell. As soon as we go to 10X, you're out of here. You were to sleep. You weren't paying attention. You never knew what the vision was. If only you would have had an abundance mentality and shown up. The people who show up, I think we're preaching the good word, talking about how the future is so bright, talking about how great builds, IP legends of the future are being created right now in Web3. And I actually have a few shout outs. Because I want to give, right? I don't just want to receive. I want to give. Shout out to Ninja Cat. It's not their original idea, but they're really taking that, expanding that, and making something of their own with that, which they have the right to do because it was abandoned. Shout out to Chonky. I've never shouted out Chonky before. Chonky has their own plush. They're a cat. We had a good back and forth. The dev, who's also doxxed, was at Disney a couple days ago. Building an original IP, having a vision. I mean, that's a dreamer out there. How do I know he's not the one? And maybe I'm not the one. Maybe he's got a bigger vision than I can ever know. And he's going to be the one. And he's the next Mickey Mouse. He could be. Maybe I don't even know. And that's why you got to pay attention because it's happening here. Okay. Prince is realistically 200K. Okay. I like it. It's a good goal. Be ready for the challenge. Amos says, start normalizing abundance. Instead, your mind accepts it before your life reflects it. That is a bold comment. I like it. I like it. Okay. Now let's wrap this part up right here. Okay. So now here's the challenge for you. All right. So you see the question on the screen. This is what I asked you. My challenge is, I want you right now to take that realistic number that you have for your life, and I want you to stretch it. I want you to stretch it today. You're not going to believe it right away. You're not going to think it's possible. You're maybe not ready to do it, but I need you to stretch what you believe is possible. Whatever number you chose, I want you to 10x this number. 10x this number. So Prince, the realistic dream, but we're not talking about realistic anymore. We started realistic, right? So now we're dreaming. We started realistic 200K. Man, it's crazy things happen in crypto. You could foresee it. Well, now we're going to take you up to $2 million. Okay. And at least for the other people who shared, we had Shifu who shared 5 to 10K. So now I want you to imagine 50 to 100K, which is very, very possible. Okay. 50 to 100K. Very good. Okay. So think of that 10x your number. Why? Am I just giving you a random exercise? I've done this over my life multiple amount of times and it served me very well. Don't take it from me. Take it from Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone, the 10x guy, the dream big guy, the real estate mogul. He's had success in life. He said, my biggest mistake was not dreaming big enough. And he operates $1 billion in real estate. and he has the dream Malibu mansion in Florida or whatever. He had it in California. He has one in Florida. He's got the family. He's got the company. He has a private jet. In all aspects, you would think he's living his dream life. He says, damn, if only I would have dreamed bigger. In the beginning, in my experience so far that I want to share with you, I had dreams and I attached them to time. My biggest dream at the time was a 15-year dream. I made that dream, I think, like 7 years ago, maybe 5 to 7 years ago. It was a 15-year dream. No, in 2020, I wrote in my journal, and from that point, 2020, I said, in 15 years, I'm going to do this. That's what I could realistically imagine. Well, because I continued to go from what are my dreams for this year, realizing they're too small, and said, what are my dreams for my entire life? Speed took over and things happened faster because I dared to dream bigger. That big 15-year dream, that got accomplished in December, 6 months ago. Travel to the greatest Christmas destinations in the world. I was like, man, Russia? Even when I dreamed, I'm like, Russia? How am I going to go to Russia? Like extreme, don't speak English, money. Russia seems scary. I've never even left the United States before. That's a big leap. I used to have debilitating anxiety and panic attacks. I can't even stay somewhere else unless I have my own comforts. I'm scared to do that. It was I don't even know. Russia? Done. Did it. I'm so glad too. It's just like a conquered mission. So stretch the dream. I've done this with money as well. I would encourage everyone to do this with money. You're not going to outdream me. I can foresee the biggest amounts of money. And I realistically believe I can get it. And now, so what I want to do, I love seeing your comments. Let's see. J-Dog. Okay, J-Dog says $1 billion. Now, J-Dog, be real with me. Is this your realistic target or is this your 10x target? Let me know. And I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to tell you this. I used to have on this visual I talk about, it said billionaire by 40. This is still a goal that I don't announce, but I had this starting at age like 25, 26. Billionaire by 40. Expiration date, 2033. That's the year, by the way. So we have 7 years to achieve that. Realistic target. I love it. Okay, so let me be transparent with you now. I had that $1 billion goal. I knew it was possible. But a good way, I'm like, every once in a while, I believed it. And this is how your belief is. For the person who put Shifu, who put 5K, Prince, who put 200K. Every once in a while, you're going to believe that. And some days you're going to see the path and be like, yes, it can happen. Other days, you're going to be like, dude, what am I doing with my life? Like, I doubt it. Like, how the frick? I'm already this far. I thought I'd be this far along 3 years. Look where I am now. Okay, so that's going to happen to you. But even though I believe that sometimes, the best way to hash it out was I said, where do I see myself in 3 years, 5 years, 10 years? And when I said 10 years, I said like, oh, billionaire. I was like, if I'm being really real with myself, I did this about 3 years ago. I said, if I'm being really real with myself, honestly, like I say billion, but like, I guess if I'm doing really, really well, maybe I could see like 300 million or maybe like 35 million. That's what was in my own head, right? And I had the $1 billion target. And so it's really good to put pressure on your beliefs, to test your beliefs, to normalize the idea, to find this $1 billion thing was so out of reach until I found a dream that fit the vision. And now for me, I told Bubba Gump this. Bubba Gump, who's the Devon Ninja Cat we met up in real life at Disney Springs. And I said, Bubba, yeah, I'm thinking about like, how can I get $3 billion? That's what I'm plotting. Like, how can I get $3 billion? It won't even be to keep. It won't even be to like spend on nice things. I don't need crazy houses. I want a decent house, but I don't need Andrew Tate level. I barely even have, all I own is books and decor, a desk, laptop, clothes. Like, I don't need I like knowledge and I like a mission, a dream. So that's what I told Bubba. I said, man, I'm trying to figure out how to get 3 billion. So here's the thing. It doesn't mean, oh, my dream's bigger, blah, 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 blah. by the way, a billion realistic dreams, great. But for anyone out there, it doesn't matter the size. Your life and your dream, we're all different. Dream is universal for your situation and what you want and what your dream is. But I have a why and a reason. Is it still, I want to be rich, I want money? If you can build a purpose, a why, a reason, something to do with the money. You get that billion, J-Dog, how can you spend $1 billion, right? Someone said, if I get $1 million, what am I going to spend it on? You have $1 billion, how can it be used? How can it be utilized? Okay, if you get all the cars you want, all the houses you want, it's 20 million. You got 980 million left to go, right? These are the things that are good for all dreamers to think, fathom, and just let it ponder, let it stimulate it. So stretch the dream, 50 to 100K. Let's go. And it's possible in crypto. By the way, I've seen $330 go to $60,000 in my crypto journey here. Even though I live in America, surely you can come into $360 at one point in time. And if that happened for me like 3 or 4 times already, it can absolutely happen for you, bro. That's happened to me 3 or 4 times, but it's just not, I didn't sell 2 or 3 of the time. I didn't sell 2 of those times. One time I'm still holding. Another time I sold for half. So that's just a level, but you can continue to raise the levels. You can continue to raise, what's big for you. Amos says, man, I got the spidey senses tingling. So, okay, just a reminder, we do got the $25 giveaway. We're going to do at the end for the MVP of the stream. Right now, I'd say Prince is in the lead. We see Coiny in the building. Every sunrise begins long before the sky changes. I'm going to comment to Coiny because I love him. Good to see you, legend. Have an amazing day. Okay, you guys ready? That's the message. Let me show you something cool that I was working on. I think you guys will think this is cool. All right, let's start with the good one, the best one. Okay, here we go. I saw a lot of people in the chat. I said, I just made something amazing. Let me show you what that is. Wow. Okay, so here's my next idea. Okay, and we're going to crank out more ideas. We're going to do more things. We have an infinite wellhouse of ideas and dream, and we've done nothing. We do need to have fun. We do need to be a voice for the dreamers. We do need to inspire the dreamers. This is a girly version. It was just the girl one, and I love how it came out. This happened after I already made what I thought I was going to do, right? I picked what I thought, and then this happened on accident, and I said, holy crap, I need to scale these out. And so the idea here is I want to make custom wallets. I don't want to. I'm going to. They'll be ready tonight. I'm going to make different custom wallets, and some of them have a place to put your profile picture. Okay, so let's show you another one. Here we go. Here's an example. Let's go over to, I'm going to show you these all. I got 10 things to show you. So check it out. Okay. Let's be realistic on this one, right? This is one, I did them at all different values. So here's an edit for you. And it says Dream Cat Believer. Okay. And it's got some hard energy and it has a wallet. And this one, because everyone here has different amounts of dream, right? Maybe some of you can afford 2 million dream. Satoshi says, love the tacos. I know, Satoshi, that all chicks love tacos. And if you guys, I got a challenge. If you guys want a custom one tailored to you, send it in right now and I'll do it. Tell me what your dream things are and I will make this custom to you. Do it. I guess you could do it here or you could do it in the Telegram after the stream. Put in what your dreams are, the things that you want to have, put in how big your wallet you want it to be, and I'll make you a custom one. But the way it works is we have a dollar amount and we have a place for your PFP at the top. So we'll give you the template and you can just throw this in Grok or ChatGPT and add this picture to ChatGPT and then add your profile picture and say, put my profile picture in that little circle and then post this. So you got to find one that resonates with you. That's what we're going to do is find one that resonates with you. But this is how we're getting people to dream, right? You personalize your wallet. You're imagining this is your wallet. This is your flex. You're showing it to people. And we can make cooler ones, make ones with Telegram or X, but we're using the content to make energy. We're spreading energy. And we want people to say, man, believer, that could be me. 100,000 dream is, gosh, I don't know, it's $40. I could be the one having $21,000 in my wallet. I could dream. So these are all different values. Let's preview a bunch of them. Let's just go through them. So here's one. I kind of did think about Canware on this one a little bit. I know he has like the travel. So I did ones to different things, not just riches, but freedom or travel. And notice the quote, you must believe in their dreams. So this is like islands, tropical, passport, travel, different ones. We got, did I show you guys? I'm not sure if I showed you one. Then we got visionary. So this was the original idea. And then I'm like, I thought this was so good. And then once I saw the girl boss one, I said, this is cool. This is a cool thing. But that girl boss, that's marketing. You see that? Who the heck is not attracted to that? Oh my gosh, dream? I have a dream. I saw this and I said, that is powerful content. Way better than this. But I already made them. So if you want to use them, I'm not going to stop you. But I at least wanted to show you what I did before I changed paths. This is a cool one. I think this has more potential. Look at this. You guys, like if you guys don't know, Shifu's in here. So Shifu is inspired by a character from Kung Fu Panda. I freaking love this turtle. This is like a generic AI version, but he says, you must believe. You must believe. So here was another concept I liked. Before and after. Becoming, winning. Some of your wallets look exactly like this right now. 2.3 million dream, $600, right? And you got $90 in Solana. And you're sitting here and I have $600. Who? Jeannie says, dream about a big house, dream about my Ford truck, dream about my, proposing for my wife for this $20,000 wedding, dream about building my business. I'm looking at a wallet with $40 in it. I'm looking at a wallet with $2,000 in it. And I'm trying to change my future. Well, this is the dream, right? You have to dream. You've seen nothing. Like it's nothing without the dreamers, but there is a lot of exciting things going on right now. You must pay attention. You must pay attention, especially. But this is what I want you to fathom before and after. And we can show this. This is real. This is real right now. This becoming, this is real right now. Hey, invest in the dream at the ground floor. Why is it not bigger? You can see all the reasons why. You can see the potential though. Put your $600 in if that's what you can afford and dream of how this can be. 742K back. A million dream is a lot, by the way. A million dream is a lot. Okay, let's go to the next one. Boom, here we go. Just a different variation. 483,000 dream. I think anyone from anywhere, no matter what country you're from, you could get 480,000 dream, but it'll get harder, right? Because as dream goes up, the values are going to go down. Maybe we stay at 30,000 dream forever, but I mean, 30,000 dream could end up being $400 and we're probably going to change it. We probably wouldn't make it that high. We might also give away cash in the future. So there's another one. Manifest, believe, become. Put your PFP in there. Take this edit, put your PFP in there, make it yours. Another one. We got a believer. I already showed you guys this one. Let's go to this one. Dream Cat Millionaire. I like this. Canware says this. Dream Cat Millionaire. So here you go. And these are all different stages, right? So it doesn't mean they're all like at the grand finale. What's the top of dream? What's the biggest it can be? All different stages. So at one point in time, I'm sure 1.3 million dream, which is probably less than maybe it's $1,000 today. I can absolutely see a scenario where it's $141,000. I can. You guys know about liquidity, time, but we're talking about the largest community dreamers in the world. Nothing is out of reach. Family. Some people are dreaming about family. They say, man, money, I'm not about Ferraris, bro. I have 4 children and I never freaking see them. And my youngest is going through sports and I want to be there. I want to be a father. I want to be a mother. I want to be around. And family for me is key. Freedom and family. Perfect. That's your dream. Then you can fit into this dream, right? And you can make this yours and you can dream. So I'm gonna roll some of these out. I'm going to make more and more. and I'm going to crank out some tonight. And I challenge the dreamers. Tell me what resonates with you. I can custom make it to your liking because you're here right now. And we can use these as templates, and we can add a spot even on these to put in your profile picture. Or you can just, put out the tweet, and I'll retweet them all. Dreaming of the future. And we're just putting this on the timeline, and it's bullish, and it's a magnet, and it's attraction. And so that's the power of getting involved. So this dreamer right here, hey, maybe it's travel. What I wanted to say is I wanted to make a dream that was foreseeable for people in every country. So they didn't fully understand, but I didn't want to throw this away. And yeah, that's a few edits. So again, the whole main one, I want to make more like this, different colors. This is hot. This is cool. Satoshi likes it. Maybe it's the one for her. We got tacos, money, Louis V, that dream life cup, a little manifestation journal, passport. So ChatGPT, guys, ChatGPT is crazy. Okay, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Who am I to disobey Master Oogway? I must really believe. Shifu, that's what this whole project's built on, brother. Belief. I challenge everyone to take a look at the PDF and check it out. Prince, I'm glad you like them, bro. I'm glad you like them. Atabola, how you doing, man? GM. Hopefully you saw my message about what happened in the Telegram. That's just how we're going to be moving forward. Okay. What do I got next for you guys? Any other comments I missed? Let's see. Maybe I missed J-Dog up here. I'm not trying to spend it. I want to grow it. Okay. So he wants to grow the money. Adventure and exploration. What is U0? What is U0026? Is this like secret coded, or is that a typo? Or is this like coded language? J-Dog says adventure and exploration. Where do you want to go, man? I'll tell you, just since we're all real people, let's make this a little more interactive while we talk. Let's go over to X. I want to show you guys some cool stuff today. And we'll get to the point of quote of the days and price chart and a few tweets. So I want to show you, I want to be a real person, and I want to bring something up here from my Genie account while we're talking about this topic. So I notice, there's a lot of other communities out there, and something that I take pride in is that we're real people, right? We're real people, like talking about our real lives, making real relationships, actually trying to connect. It's not just NPC stuff, right? Like dream, LFG. I want to know your dream. I want to know who you are. I want to know you as a person. And I'm happy to do that. So I'm asking J-Dog, adventure where? I will share, and then I want to pull up, talk about the homie Ivan over here too. So I will tell you on the state of adventure, that's one of my far off dreams as well. I actually think after I achieve my core dreams, I could be maybe 50 years old, or I don't know what the time limit is, but I have the call for like an actual adventure. Like, let me find a legend about a hidden treasure in the jungles of Mexico, and let me go on an adventure. Let me go to Tibet and go on a 10-year journey of the mind and consciousness. Like, I'm all for adventures. And that's a way that I want to spend a whole chapter of my life. But that brings me to Ivan. So I'm really happy here that in the dream community, we're just real people. So this was cool. I'm happy of this. So this is Ivan. He's an OG dreamer. You don't see him in the chat. There's a whole wave of people who aren't as present with us today, who are in round one. They may come back in full force. They may never. The main dreamers might be new dreamers. It's a journey. He said, I'm super... he was talking in the chat, and he said, I'm just joking around with the Genie. The Genie motivated me to change some things back then. He just didn't mention that more work brings less free time. Now I have a bit more time. I finished my master's in economics, and I'm thinking about enrolling in doctoral studies. So I just stopped in for a little bit of motivation. To me, that's cool. The dream maybe didn't go to the moon, right? I mean, some people, one guy sold, I think 23,000 on us. So maybe he made his dream come true, right? And as we keep getting higher and higher, these non-believers will get filtered out. We go down, we go up. It doesn't matter. We have energy to go to the moon. We have more energy than everyone. Not than everyone, but we have a lot. So that's cool to me. Man, a dreamer came here and he actually shifted his life because we're real people talking about real things, talking about that thought today. Can you 10x your vision for your life? Maybe that's the thing that makes you make your own dreams come true all by yourself. That one thing. That's what we're doing here. It has a little extra meaning, purpose, more layers. What? This is so freaking cool. J-Dog says, I hunt meteorites for fun. It's a treasure hunt, but also scientific and cultural exploration. That is like the coolest hobby I've heard, dude. See, that's what I love. I learned something brand new today. Cool. Have you seen the Thor movie? Now, if you're hunting meteorites, you might find things you're not supposed to find, right? Different things come down, and as soon as they crash, just like in the movies, if you guys have seen Men in Black, I just talked about Thor. But in Thor, I'll stay on topic. They're tracking like a energy anomaly, and they're in their truck and they're hunting it down. And then like it was like a portal to another dimension or something, like, whoa. And they met Thor. Well, in another situation, it was Men in Black, and a giant like meteorite crashed, but I think it was a spaceship, and a guy came out. And so like if you're hunting meteorites, you know, follow them when there's a big astronomical event, because sometimes shortly after, all the government cars pull up. And then you might get that little beep. You will forget everything. You will not remember this conversation. You will not remember blah, blah, blah. You will go home and you'll have a nice day. Satoshi says, I always carry my passport and visa with me. Let's go. If your dream is to travel the world, get a passport. I used to dream of traveling the world and I had no passport. Passport is an easy, small step to be prepared. Normalizing your riches. If you're going to have money to travel the world, I think a passport's $150 in my country, probably cheaper in most of yours. Save up and get that. That's a manifestation tool, the passport. Okay, a few more things on X. I want to tell you guys now about another exciting thing. That's right. We have multiple exciting things. That's right. We're getting a little closer to something that could be happening. I'm just going to be honest with you. Something is up, I think. I really think there's a possibility something's up. Let's look at this, shall we? Dang, Prince got the passport. Let's go. W. Love it. Check this out. All right, I have to talk about something. I posted this. It's me. You know, how cryptic can you be when you're the person? This is me talking. This is what I posted. It can't be too cryptic. I just want to bring your attention to this, and I want to bring your attention to something that's coming. Something has already happened, but nobody's paying attention. A lot of things have happened. I'm not even going to say how many, but a lot of things have happened. Nobody's paying attention. This post is a cool post. It's a tabby cat with sunglasses looking at, you know, his phone there, which is all yellow. And I don't know, could that be what's on his screen? You know, ascending, going up, he's looking at his screen. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But just being transparent, I put a little date here. 7/19/11/11. That's this Sunday. Next week, I'm going to make another announcement, and there's going to be a bigger giveaway, and you're going to have the chance to win $100. No, actually, I don't even know how much yet. It could be more, it could be less. But there's going to be 2 more giveaways. Tonight's $25. Next Dream Talk, you'll probably be ready for it. It'll be a bigger giveaway. And if you want to win these giveaways, you must be paying attention, and you're going to have to use your mind. So 7/19/11/11, that happens to be this Sunday. There's already a ton of stuff that you already missed, and there's some stuff ahead. But not that much. Most of the runway is already gone. It is in your incentive as a community to figure this out, because I can't force feed you. It has to be real. It has to be real. So pay attention for the messages. Do some digging. I mean, you can get a head start. If you get a head start now, you may have an edge over other people based on time, because a lot of stuff is already there. It would be relevant to you. So if you want to go on a mission, perhaps consider it. But there are a number of things that have been put out in the wild for you in the way of X posts. Maybe they happen in other places, mostly on X. Sometimes there's added in the Telegram. Sometimes it shows up in a Telegram story. Sometimes it shows up in an Instagram story, and the Instagram stories are gone. So it's always important to pay attention, because we've talked about how what the dream is and what the dream could be. Like, largest community dreamers in the world, motivation, inspiration. That's not the dream. That's the main core of who we are. But I've seen projects that had 1/20th of the dream that we have, with a little bit of manipulated hype, go to 3 million market cap in like 3 days. And they're 1/20th of what we are. Just because there's a dream does not mean it's a guarantee. It doesn't mean it's going to come true. I couldn't expect any of you or anyone at all to believe in me, but lucky for you, I'm a good guy. I'm in a good place. I don't need motivation. I know who I am. And so that's just is what it is. We're a 200 market cap, a 200K market cap project. We never started, never done anything. But knowing that is power, because eventually I think people will know what the dream is. And that would, for some, drastically change their position or their excitedness. Some of you have been paying really close attention, may have an idea. But it's all there for you. And it's like a movie. I want to tell you something. This is just my one-off. You know, I realized I made a one-off a couple times ago and I said, pay attention. I just have to be a little bit more blunt here and say it, because a couple things. Number one, if you don't figure it out, I made a post like 7 months ago and I said, whoever figures this out gets a million dream. It was a message that was hard to figure out. Nobody figured it out. That just happened. That was like 7 months ago. If no one figures it out this time, I can't be the one to talk about it. Someone in the real world has to talk about it. If no one figures this out, you could be waiting for a longer while and things will just go on. It's not like, so it's in your best interest, but eventually, in the end, it's going to be so crazy that it's not even in my own doing. When I looked at how things unfolded, the thoughts that came to my mind, the everything, I have to tell you that this is bigger than me. I'm getting help. Like divine, whatever you believe in. God's helping me. Guardian angels are helping me. Someone's helping me. Someone is helping me, because I couldn't even make it up, even if I tried. I couldn't even time it, even if I tried. It's all there. It's all ready. TikTok. Have fun. Have fun. We'll do some decent dollar giveaways. They'll be announced next week. Feel free to get a head start. Yeah, sort of sounds. I remember trying to solve it. Yeah, but no one's tried. No one's even, that's what's crazy to me is I made that one so hard. I did. I thought people were like, I didn't even think it was that hard. Like, you could leverage ChatGPT. You could use Google. You could you have to think here, right? It's not just like dummy land. You got to use your noggin. You know why I like doing things like that? I do enjoy playing games because we live in a matrix and it really is a game. And I learned this. And so now it's like, you're just playing the game. You're having fun. Your life's a game, so play the games. The real world is a game. Everything's a game. Everything's truth in plain sight. Everything is right before you. I like that. That's how the real world works. The real truths of reality are right under your nose in plain sight. And so it's a big game. So it's like, I like to play the game too. So use your tools, think, sort of like, kind of like a puzzle, you could say. Kind of like a puzzle. And it's got a lot of layers, but you got to pay attention. You have to dissect. First of all, you have to know what you're looking for, because Some things may seem relevant, some may not. I mean, some things could be right before you, unnoticed by the naked eye. Now, we're no Suki. It happens to be a big coincidence. I'm going to say one other thing that I need to say publicly on record. Divine timing is very weird. The Dream Project has no actual connection to Suki. That needs to be known. Suki is the project connected to Roaring Kitty, and they do have some similar things. But I had no way of knowing what they were going to do, and it just sort of aligned in a weird way. And so I told someone else publicly that at some point in time, Suki, which is, $10 million right now, different, not us. We're not trying to clout attached to that. I'm a big believer of that. Okay. But just know in the future, it'll seem impossible to believe that like there is somehow no connection, because that's just how the universe had it. How can you check it out? Well, the first date is 7/19, this Sunday at 11/11. Now, if you're looking at that, well, use the other context clues. Like Twitter's probably a good place. Look at what you see. Do things change? Are things different? Symbols, numbers, images. I would just look through everything through a certain period of time. Yeah, this thing's loaded with hints. My dream. And also, it's not going to be around forever. Things will go back to normal. So I don't really know what to do. If no one figures it out, then we'll just be where we'll be. But you have the power. You have the power because the community is nothing without, the dreamers. So, but together we can be great. Together, perhaps we can be something much more. Who knows where that's from? Tell me where that's from. Perhaps together we can be something much more. Okay, anything else I missed? Coiny in the building! Yo, Coiny! Say your favorite Korean phrase to Legend Coiny. What's up, Legend? Coiny in the building. Okay, cool. I got that out. I got that off my chest. Good. I had to just put it out in the public, and let's let the world, and let's let destiny. Okay, now what should we do next? Dreamcat chart, quote of the day? Yeah, Korean. I want to see what he's saying. I want to know what he's saying in real time. I'm going to find out right now. Who speaks Korean? What is he saying? I'm going to find out. Chat GPT, translate this Korean. I want to know what Coiny's telling us. Shout out to Coiny, big dreamer. If you didn't know, Coiny is, if you ever see him raiding, give him a follow. That's his dream, right? His dream is to raid. He says, guys, he makes posts. He's constantly raiding. He's a deeper guy on a spiritual level, right? All about like inner peace, some meditation, some stuff like that. Give him a follow on X if you haven't already. He's a big dreamer. He's got one of those big dream bags, by the way. He is a dream believer. He's stacking his bags. So he's someone you definitely want to know if you want to know like well-off people down the line. All right. Shout out to Coiny. It says hi or hello. Hi, hello. How to say hi in Korean with English letters. He knows. He can hear me saying hi. He's a legend. He knows a bunch of English already. Sorry, is this boring? I'm not trying to be boring to you. Anna Young. Anna Young. Hi, casual friends. Annyeong. 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 Got him. All right. Onwards. Dreamcat chart. Let's look at it. Here we go. Dreamcat chart. We are at 186,000. Hey, let's celebrate. That's great. I remember when we were at 50 for a long time, a whole entire year. Love it. It's cool, man. I'm telling you. Look at all the green today too. We like that. Not a lot of motion in the ocean, but we're green. 186, you can see where we've been. The only thing I have to say here is if you look at how bad our content was in the past, just know that the dream all the way up here was like nowhere near close to where we are. When you talk about, Prince said, how do you focus on the future without focusing about like the negative or the present? How do we even know what dream discovery looks like? Perhaps you're thinking, maybe if we get here, I'll take some profits because the charts say 734K. The thing you should know is that this is not a relevant barometer of what dream is in any way, especially if we haven't even revealed what the dream is. So to me, this is all invalidated. If I was a shillster and I wanted to go straight to the moon, I'm sure we could have been a 10, 20, 30, $40 million project already, even semi-organic. But we're building for sustainability. We're building to be one of the biggest, man, largest community of dreamers. And so you got to get real people in here. You got to onboard new people. And by you, I kind of mean me. We got to bring in new dreamers to the dream. That means we got to do things we've never done. Maybe what we've done so far is not what will get us to where we're going down the line. That's possible too, right? That is something totally new. All right, quote of the day. Bam, here we go. If you do not see great riches in your imagination, you will never see them in your bank balance. Now look, some would say that there's a clue right before you, right here. You said you want hints? There's a clue right here, right on this page. So how many of these have gone past your knowing this entire time? Perhaps they've just been right in your face the whole time. If you do not see great riches in your imagination, you will never see them in your bank balance. So that's the thing, guys. It's understanding that money is energy. Money, the person who believes they're going to go to the NBA, not everybody does. But the only people who go to the NBA are the people who believe that they can. If you didn't believe, you'd never enter the draft. If you didn't, you might never, some may play for fun, but you'd never go to the next level if you didn't believe you could make it. If you believe that you'll never make it, if you believe you'll never be financially free, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Your dominating thoughts and ideas manifest into your life. They're energized. The energy makes it happen. Like you set goals, there's a very good chance you're going to achieve your goals. Most people do. There's studies on this. People who set goals, achieve goals. I want to take my family on a dream Disney vacation. That was a goal. Did it. I said it in 3 years. I want to move to Florida. I did it in 3 years and 2 months. I just followed the script. It was a goal. Said I want to see all the best Christmas destinations. Did it. Said I want to build a podcast. That was a goal. We're talking on one. It was a goal. It was out of sight. I can't make a podcast. I'm just me. Here we are. It's all set up. Looks pretty legit. Look at all the clues. So anyway, yeah, that's about the whole dream talk. You know what I mean? Keep going. All I can see is consistency and cattedness. Yes, well said, Prince. Well said. Hello, hello. Or what was it called? Anso? Oh, yeah, he's trying to speak the Korean. Ananoiso, anyaso, anuso, anioso. Believe you can, it will become reality. Well, guys, do we got any other comments? I always look for J-Dog. At a different timeline up top. Okay, nothing else. Did I skip anyone else? Raylan, thanks for joining us. Fine Citizens Aki, thanks for popping in. Great to see everyone in the comments. Amos, Satoshi, everyone. Love it, love it, love it. Awesome, awesome. So here's what we got from here. MVP, we're doing a giveaway today. It's 25 buckaroons. Shout out to Amos, who also pulled up. LSG Nath, what did I miss? Man, Nath, that's why I'd say it pays to pay attention. I'm just going to tell you right now, MVP, easy. Shifu made a great approach, but if we're being honest, Prince outbattled you by an edge. He outbattled you. It was going to be easy to be MVP, I thought, right? So you guys both quote tweeted, you both reposted, you both tagged some people. Prince made a picture. He hit the comments. You also hit the comments here for the whole stream. Bullish, bullish, bullish. So we're going to do this. We're actually going to do this. I'm going to be a nice guy. $25. Prince, congratulations. You won it, but we'll still do a 30,000 dream giveaway, and we'll do it to everyone who pulled up. So let's make that list. Shifu, Prince, Coiny, Raylan, Satoshi, J-Dog, Amos. Who'd I miss? I got confused. I got out of order. Coiny, Amos, Prince, Shifu, I got. Prince, I got. Coiny, I got. Amos, I got. I'm missing Canwar, the man. And hey, fine citizens can get themselves some more dreams. Shout out to Aki. I know he's a holder. And I have myself some fine. Okay, I think that's everyone. If I forgot you, don't fire me. Got it. Okay. Adabola, I can't add you, brother. I'm sorry. I think our dream journey ends here. I don't want to, put you on blast, but we had the dice situation. So the dice situation, we want to be long-term. We want to be on honesty. There was a situation, if you guys want to know before, there's another person this week who messaged one of our dreamers and they said, hey, please unban me. I'll do everything. Please, whatever. And that person had told me that their mother was dying. And they said, my mom is dying. She's in the hospital. Please help me save my dying mother. She needs a medication. I can't afford it. The dream was low. Okay. And we gave them, I said, I'm going to give them the dream and I know they're going to sell it and that's okay. But who am I to deny someone? I'm blessed. I love my mom, right? It's like emotional tactics. So that was my first, got. And I sent them the dream. And of course they sold it. Like, oh, I'll send you pictures, bro. I'll send you this of my mom. Thank you so much. Jesus blesses you. Da, 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 da. And like the next day they post a picture of them like with a watch, with a fit, with a hat, flexing, and they post this as their profile on X and they pin it. And of course I follow them already. So they pin it and they're like crypto profits or like crypto gains or whatever. And then within like an hour, I noticed it disappears. It was deleted. So they never knew I was following them. So it's like, man, I never said anything. I just blocked them from the community and never said anything. And then it came up like 4 months later in another community. And then they got banned from that other community because they said this person is dishonest. So Adabola, I'm sorry, our journey ends. It's because of the dice. You rigged the dice. The dice was an honest game. And now because of the trust, no one gets to roll the dice anymore. That's really unfortunate. It was really fun to roll the dice. I wanted the people to roll the dice. It was possible to win the game. So because of that, I mean, you probably got $100 out of me. So enjoy your $100, but that's why people don't get to roll the dice anymore. So I still let people choose and I roll the dice, you pick the numbers. And so that's where we're at because the dice can unfortunately be rigged. So you're not entered in the giveaway. I'm sorry. I don't want to waste your time. It'd probably be good to tap in with another community, but we appreciate you being with us. I know you want to be a pastor. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to be rude, but I wish you all the best, man. I wish you all the best. That's the situation. Prince says, check out the TG. There's something foxy in there, something cool. Let's see it. Are you not Adiyami under an alt account? That's the same person. Adabola Adiyami. These are just different accounts. Are they not? Forgive me if I'm mistaken, but I'm fairly certain. And I can't even validate it, so I just can't enter to you today. So I'd have to do that in the future. I see you, Prince. Yeah, I'm mentioning Adiyami. But I'm pretty sure that's your alt account. Okay. Are you sure? All right. We'll ask Amos. It'll be pending. I don't know. Okay. We'll leave it open-ended then. All right. We'll leave it open-ended. But I'm going to skip you today because of my hunch. But if you're vindicated, then we'll see you around. All right. Let's do this giveaway. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One other bonus tip. I have a notebook in my room. I read it for the past giveaways. Prince may have been on that, but almost every single person who is in the chat today is not on that list. And everyone who's on that list, I guess Prince would be an exception, is not here. There will be turnover. Not everyone will see it. Not everyone is here to dream. We're here for the dreamers. Our intentions get truer and truer over time. Everything will level up. It may not be that entertaining today. I could really use a co-host. Could really liven some things up. I could really use a producer. We could really use more giveaways. There's many things we can do. You get to witness it. You get to watch it. That's the magic where the belief is built. We are who we are today. Whoever sees it, sees it. If they don't, that's okay. Other people will see it at a different stage, but they won't have the position that you have. They won't have the transformation that you have. They won't have the access that you have. They won't have the knowledge that you have. It'll be different. It'll be new. It'll be evolved. So shout out to you guys who are all here. 1 through 9, number generator. Number generator. This is for 30,000 Dream. 1 through 9. Let's be live and show ya so you know. Boop. 4. Congratulations, number 4. That is Raylan the Frog. You guys are all laminated in history. No matter what happens, I'll always remember you when I'm reading The Magic of Thinking Big, which, by the way, it's my 3rd time reading it. That's why you get a library. I read it in 2020. I said, great inspiration. Top 6 books. Read it in 2021. And now we started it up together. So he is not Adiyami. Adiyami is a different name from Adebola. I understand that, but it was the timing of it too. That person messaged me on an alt today, I think with a similar name as yours. So I don't want to talk about it here. I'll look at it. Join us in the TG. If I see you there, that's a good way to differentiate yourself. I haven't seen you there in a long time. I would have recognized you. I would have known. So, but dude, welcome, man. If that's not you, dude, dream as big as you want with us. We're ready. And I will apologize if it wasn't you. Congratulations, Raylan. Congratulations, Prince. Last thing, we're going to do money giveaways next week. This is an important time. Pay attention. Just pay attention. It's an important time. There was time where nothing was happening. We said brick by brick, we got to build the foundations. It doesn't mean it's a magic time. It just means it's a relevant time. You know, we had some big wins last week. Trademark, character on deck screener, Jupiter listing. We have other goals. It's a time of creation. It's a great time. Pay attention. Definitely show up to book club. Definitely show up next week to Dream Talk. And hey, maybe take a second, pay attention on Sunday. Start looking at some of the dream stuff if you want to get a head start on some of those bigger cash giveaways next week. I want to put a limit on it. We're at least giving away $100 and we're at least giving away $50, but it may go bigger. So at the least, if that interests you, pay attention because it may be a race. It's all a game. I love you guys. I love to dream with all my heart. I love to inspire dreamers. I love real people. I welcome real dreamers to join us, be a part of this journey. It's something that's never been done before. I think, if we all reach our goal together, it can just be a moment of our lives that we're literally sharing together. This is how the game works. There's seasons of lives. And you are basically my friends. If you're here, this is what I do. So I'm here with whoever decides to chase their dream. I look forward to getting to know all these people. Dude, big love to you, Prince. Highs, lows, struggles, wishing you the best too. You know, there's waves for all of us. And that's what it's all about. Last thing, man, it was done, but I keep going. Could I go on this a little bit? Maybe. Appreciate all the kind words. The Steph Curry of Dreamcat. Hey, wait, I got 2 more fun things. Damn it, Prince did this. Number 1, where is LeBron James going next? I know Prince loves basketball. Where is LeBron James going next? If anyone follows basketball, he's going to announce his decision in a couple days. Cleveland, Miami, Golden State Warriors, maybe. Timberwolves, Denver Nuggets are all options. Where's he going to go? Anyone know? I bet on this. So if I lose, I'll be sad. It seemed like a lock. A little bit of degeneracy. Shifu, I got love, brother. You're new to the game. It's good to see you. I love your character. I love Master Oogway. So, dude, thanks for all the love. I'm sending the love back. Much love to you, brother. Much love to you. Thanks for dreaming with us. And okay, last thing. I need to learn consistency from you. Every opportunity is a chance to learn. We learn through here. The other word for consistency is discipline. Discipline, Prince, is my greatest weakness. You know who has great discipline? Your friend Libre, my friend as well. But obviously, like, Libre is better at discipline than I am. Like, he is someone who has it mastered, who has it down with his content. He adopted it and he just never let there be a gap. I still slip up occasionally. I've gotten better. I've built systems, but like, you may see me miss a GM, or you may see me reply to my comments on one day and only reply to 10 the next day. But to be fair, I got 40 things to do. But discipline is that magic word you're looking for in place of consistency. And even if you don't have good discipline, all you need, Prince, is you need a good enough driver, a big enough why. And this applies to anyone, by the way. I am showing up on this stream is something that I'm doing because I understand that consistency compounds. And that's the same with momentum. It doesn't matter if we have no energy and it's flat. I could transform the stream and bring more energy later and find ways to infuse it with new people, which is on my mind. We have the same people here. Obviously, our outreach is on autopilot. It's not going anywhere. We're just spinning in place. But this content is not wasted. This content can be made into more content. This content is a timeline. This content goes on the podcast. And I can say, okay, eventually when all the energy comes, thousands of people will listen to what we're sharing here and learn from it and benefit. But since I understand in order to win, I read the books and they say you must have compounding consistency, because if you do a lot for a month and fall off, do a lot for 3 months and fall off, you won't build the trust. You won't feel the pain of not wanting to do it and doing it anyways. Doing hard things is a way to build confidence in yourself, to build character in yourself. If you could be consistent to yourself in one or two small things, Prince, I think you would believe in yourself even more. You would look people in the eyes more. You would command respect because you say, you're not going to talk to me like that. I know who I am. I know the work I put in. I earned it. You haven't done it. And so when you do it and then you see other people who don't, you're giving yourself an edge in life that said, man, who else has shown up every single day, no gaps? Yeah, there's other projects who are 2 years old, a year and a half old. But I remember when they stopped posting for a month. I remember when no one showed up in the Telegram for 20 days. We've never done that. We're built, forged in the fire. That's one thing. So maybe find the thing for you where you can be consistent. I show up because I have an obligation. If compounding consistency works and I don't do an episode, then I'm killing my own credibility. I'm killing my reliability. Oh, he shows up sometimes and then he doesn't. This guy's not reliable. The main KOLs in crypto, they don't even care about you. The people who run this space, I'm not pointing any names. They get excited when the money's flowing. And when they cash out on you, they disappear and they're living their dream while you're looking at 95% bags down. And then they're going to shill the next big thing. We're going to keep it consistent. Anyone who's, I think, taking a chance on the dream shill is going to be a winner. I put Suki and Popcat out there. I think Popcat's going to be the biggest cat of all time. I was shilling Suki since it was 700K, at 20 million, at 2 million, shilling it at 1 million. It just reached 12 million the other day. A few dreamers here. Shout out Mark. Shout out Canware. Libre, who is in the Dreamers Library. Another reason for you guys to join the Dreamers Library. The Dreamers Library goes on the inside eventually. Libre was there. It was me and him in Think and Grow Rich. I said, Libre, bro, I got to tell you, we're here talking about moon bags. Let me shill you Suki. I gave him an hour one-on-one show. We did this together. It was like insights. I'm like, as an investor, here's another one of my convictions. And I don't think he bought, but he got the whole spiel. So yeah, there. Hope it helps, bro. Hope it helps. Lots of love. That's all I got for you, dreamers. I love you. We'll see you. I'm going to post those in the chat. Those hype posts. I'm going to finish those. Post them. See ya. Love ya. Until the next one. Cheerio. That'll do it, guys. I just want to take a moment to send my gratitude. Thank you to all the dreamers who show up here, who support, who dream with us. I want to remind you that the mission here is not just meme coinery and, hey, come show up and waste your time. We're on a mission here. You may not understand it yet. You may not fathom or dream this big yet, but we are here to build the largest community of dreamers in the world. Laugh if you need to. Get it out of your system. All dreamers start somewhere, and it starts with a vision. What I love about the world, what I love about actually meme coins especially, is that belief is the main character. Belief is the main source of everything. It all comes down to belief. And that is what we are building the dream on. Matter of fact, if you know about the book Think and Grow Rich, it's in here. We talk about desire and consistency and compounding and all these things. We're building this mission on laws and principles that have been universal and conclusive for decades. We're building dream in a way that has never been done before. We are a first mover, planting our flag in the space with full respect to the builders and the degens and everyone else who's built out this space. We're coming here as a newbie, as a first mover, and we're doing the opposite of everything you've ever seen. Our market cap may vary. Our holders may vary. Our volume may not be that sexy, but if you're hearing this message, you have a chance. You have a chance to watch the quantum leaps of improvement, step by step, moment by moment. It's revealed to you how the dream can change the world, how we can go from 2 believers to 10 to 1,000 to 2 to, and as it goes on and on, the dream becomes more and more undeniable. You know, there's actually 3 specific things that we're going to do that set us apart. And that's this. Number 1, we're building on unshakable belief. Belief is everything. Some use it. Murad uses a little bit, but we're using it at a level never before seen. We are giving you reasons to believe. We are showing in our consistency, stacking. Okay, number 1. Number 2, massive action plans. Some people have done them. Print out flyers, dress up in a chicken suit, go crazy. I've done these before. They make dreams come true. I've done them going 60%, 70% in. What could it look like if we go all in? What could it look like if 1,000 dreamers participate in massive action plans? I see a future that is undeniable, that is unstoppable. Why? Because the ticker is golden. It's dream. It's universal. It beats time. It goes for any sex, any religion. Everyone has a dream. But guess what? 97% of those people aren't going to see it come to pass. They don't have what it takes. They're not willing to go the distance, which is why so many have come to the dream and left. Because for most, seeing is believing. But if you're listening to this message now, there's a very good chance that you happen to be a visionary, or luck has found you and you are in the right place at the right time. It would be criminal of me not to encourage you to take a look at dream, use your best judgment, and consider buying a bag. When you paint a vision so vast as building the largest community of the dreamers in the world, doing the opposite, being a first mover, building dream as a mascot. Did you know that that's who Dream is? Dream is a mascot. He doesn't maybe have a meme. He's not one of these OG cat memes that everyone truly loves. He isn't known yet, but he's becoming known here, the most successful cat in the world. This is a community where dreams become reality. This is a community, when it's all said and done, where you can come chase this dream together with us while simultaneously chasing your own. And to be very blunt and clear, that is exactly what I am doing in real time. And I believe that if I'm able to make my dream come true within the Dream Cat community, well, dream is a part of that dream. And so it's like a vision on top of a vision on top of a vision. But with success, which of course I believe in myself, I do, dream will become maybe even more than what we envisioned it to be. It's simple concepts, brick by brick, compounding consistency, 1 to 2 to 8 to 16, 32. I skipped a bunch of numbers, 120 something, stack. We appreciate you being here. We simply want to remind you of our intentions. We simply want to remind you to tap into your dream. We want to remind you to wake up, stop chasing. Perhaps the time of chasing runners is over. Perhaps a season of builders is coming. And when it comes, I don't want you to be late to the party. No one is building like Dream. Dream does not have a ceiling. If you want to investigate this yourself, I encourage you to go over to the website, dreamcat.xyz, and take a look with your own eyes. Most will not. When they hear about the dream, they look at the volume, they look at the chart, they dismiss it, and they keep going. 1,000 believers, it's just math. In this 54-page PDF, we tell you reason after reason, specifically why dream can change the game, why it's a mascot of tomorrow. We explain why I'm in Orlando, right? Why I'm here. It's for the dream. Check it out. Take a look. Do your own research. Buy, don't buy. We're indifferent. It's good either way. What we really want is for you to chase your dream and make it come true. And if you can do that and you don't buy a single token, we will win. Thank you guys for hanging with us. We hope to see you next week, every single Thursday, 7 p.m. EST. Next week, invite in a friend. Retweet it out. Share it. Are you really a dreamer? Why is your PFP a dog when it could be Dreamcat? Shout out to the dog. Shout out to my friends. Fine. Thank you guys. Take care. We'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.